Alright, Shalom. It's the third video. Let's get right into it, man. Show you what else is going on. Matter of fact, get a scripture real fast. Revelations 19 and 10. It says, "And I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, See thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahweh Shah. Worship Yahweh. For the testimony of Yahweh Shah is the spirit of prophecy." That's what we're supposed to push, prophecy of what's going on. So here we go. Current events, man. Some more videos.
Russia has cautioned the U.S. against adopting new anti-Moscow measures over allegations that the Kremlin sought to influence the November's race for the White House.
Внутренней безопасности Соединенных Штатов Америки.
I would like to add that it is necessary for the people in the White House to clearly understand that if Washington undertakes new hostile steps, it will get a response. It concerns any actions against Russian diplomatic missions in the U.S., which will immediately ricochet the American diplomats in Russia. Maybe Obama's administration doesn't care what will happen to the bilateral relations.
Russia's foreign ministry spokeswoman further rejected as lies Washington's claims that Russians hacked into the U.S. election system. Maria Zakharova argued that the Obama administration was trying to damage U.S.-Russia ties because it failed to achieve its goals during the election. The reaction came after 3 U.S. senators warned that Russia and its president could face sanctions over the country's interference in last month's presidential election. U.S. President Barack Obama is expected to announce retaliatory measures as early as Thursday. Well, to discuss that, we're not joined by Mr. Bill Jones, who is with Executive Intelligence Review, and he is joining us live now from Leesburg. Mr. Jones, this is all getting quite muddied, isn't it? How do you think Russia will react?
Well, it's hard to say. I think they have a certain strategic patience with regard to this president who is now going off the deep end. He has less than a month to go. His policy lies in shambles, lies in ruins. His policies in Syria has been totally overthrown, and he is going to try and do as much damage as possible in the 3 weeks or so remaining to him, including with regard to Russia. So he's going to try and impose more sanctions, which in all likelihood will be lifted after January 20th, and everybody knows that, and Obama knows that. But he's a very mean-spirited person, and he wants to do as much damage as he still can do in the time remaining to him. There is a possibility that he could push the country almost to the brink of war, but I think his power is fading fast, and I think that the Russian leaders, in all their wisdom, realize that this is a desperate move by a desperate man who is facing his ultimate failure as a president and as a politician.
What I'm interested in knowing, Mr. Jones, is that why are Republicans signing on to this theory that Russia genuinely did interfere in the elections? You know, we had Lindsey Graham today release that statement saying that, he would like to sanction Russia as well.
Well, of course, you have a number of people in the Republican Party who see Putin as the demon himself. The Democrats, of course, want to have a pretext for why they were so significantly defeated by a newcomer without any political experience whatsoever of their, great Hillary Clinton, who thought it would be a walkaway when she began this. So they have to have a pretext for their own mistakes. They don't want to look at what they have done to lose the support of the great majority of the population through the policies that Mr. Obama himself has imposed for the last 8 years. So they need a pretext, and it's Vladimir Putin. The Republicans, of course, you've got a few people like John McCain and others who simply just will not ever give anybody like Putin the benefit of a doubt in terms of defending his country's own just interests. And you can expect them to rant and rave, as McCain and others have been doing, And there will be support within the Republican Party, which is not so friendly to Russia or to Putin personally. But it seems to me that given the statements that were made by the president-elect, that there may indeed be a change of policy with regard to Russia. But it's easy enough to beat the war drums, especially against a person who has been painted with all kinds of black colors for the last 8 years, ever since he regained the presidency in Russia. So you've got a climate here in which people are very irrational coming to Russia, and therefore they can jump on the bandwagon as soon as the president or somebody else gives the signal that they should do so.
Okay, Mr. Jones, we'll leave it there at that. But
All right, so now I'm done with all that. Let's jump to the RFID microchip, which is the mark of the beast, man. All right, you got Israelites out there. Dudes call themselves Israelites, but don't know what the chip is, man. You know what I'm saying? I warning people to not take the microchip. And you got guys out there talking about they're gonna take the chip. Like this guy, General Yohana, said he would take the chip so he could eat. Well, the scriptures tell you not to make no cutting in your skin. And on top of that, that's obviously the mark of the beast, man. We're coming into some bad times. The hour of temptation, man. That's coming. Right? So you got average people, you know, he probably, I don't know if he knows he's an Israelite or not, but he even knows about the microchip, man. And I'm showing you a couple clips. So
Yo, what's up? You guys doing good? I'm at work, I'm early as shit though. So just relaxing. I want to discuss the RFI chip issue. You know, Obama's recommending kids and women and children get it first. You know, at their hospitals, so they can implant the chip under their skin, like on their forearms and shit like that, on their palm. And if you don't obey the RFI chip, this shit will poison you and kill you. Those are the rumors that are saying. And these chips pretty much will go, has all your information, has your social security, has your bank account information, all that supposedly. But we do know that it's the mark of the beast. You know, if anybody doesn't realize that, know that right now, you're stupid and ignorant. You know, these people want to kill you, man. That's they want to depopulate the country.
now you stupid ass, especially you Edomites. You'll get on here, you'll get on the comment, you'll say some retarded shit and say this ain't true and yada yada. If they're not trying to kill us, then why is our food GMO? Why are they putting chemtrails in the sky? Why are they fucking poisoning the water? Like I said, none of our food is real. How does the CDC create fucking diseases, man? They create diseases. Your people, you Edomites, y'all the ones that do this shit. And you people, y'all got the nerve to think like y'all so great. Well, you fucking destroyed the earth, man. You destroyed the earth. The earth's crying right now. The trees are crying. Even the animals, man. There's no good in you motherfuckers at all, man. Only a devil will create some shit like this and tell them they had to take a goddamn microchip. Only a devil will want to do some shit like that, man. Like I said, they know they got a short time, so they're really gonna be pushing this chip out here, man. I believe a lot of these celebrities got the microchip, man. That's why they be losing their fucking minds. Because they're sold out and they got the chip. All right. 2 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 1. It says, this know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. We're in perilous times right now. You know what I'm saying? The famine of the word is about to come too. Let's not forget that. I think that's Amos 8 and 11. Famine of the word, where you stupid ass idiots, you won't be able to get the truth no more after they cut the internet off. They really start this martial law. Nobody can go out there and teach the word no more. You know, our mouth's gonna be shut up. People ain't gonna know what's going on out here, man. It's gonna be perilous times. You women gonna be getting fucked up. You niggas, you fucking clown, you men out there, y'all gonna be like women in that day. The scriptures say that. So on to the next video, man.
Narendra Modi was here to shape that new world order. You know, that new world order sound like conspiracy stuff, but you know, that's what politicians like to call what they want to do. They implement this beast system. You can also call it that, cashless society. You see them here sitting at the Council on Foreign Relations, just pushing the freaking propaganda as usual. That's what they do there. They're liars. So time and time again, I'm talking about this cashless society. You see I'm talking about it right here in this BuzzFeed RFID chip mark of the beast campaign, Illuminati deception. I'm getting tired of that word, that they're Illuminati. They don't even call themselves that anymore, but whatever. I told you about it in this video. You can watch the video. I'm gonna put the link in the description box. And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Now, I showed you that to say that is the implementation of a cashless society they're talking about in Revelation. Not buy or sell.
Like I said, you got Israelites out there who say the mark of the beast is John 3:16, or white women, or Christianity, or something retarded. That shows y'all don't have the spirit. You got these average people out here that probably don't know they Israelites, or people that don't know that they're even these other nations, the Edomites, they know the mark of the beast is the RFID chip. But like I said, you got clowns out there that call themselves Israelites, and you don't know this, you don't understand that. It's either you sold out or you just dumb as hell, man. You need to put your you need to stop making videos and learn, man. When you saying the RFID, not the RFID, but when you're saying the mark of the beast is John 3:16, that doesn't make no fucking sense at all, man. It just doesn't make sense, man. All right. Or you got guys out there talking about taking the chip because they need to eat. You're a piece of shit, man. You're gonna be destroyed. Better read Revelations chapter 14. Tell you that. Anyway, to continue on.
Say he had the mark, which is that RFID chip. Let me see if I can find that little picture. A little picture. There it is. That right there. So they implant that chip in you.
So you telling me this is not the mark of the beast? You telling me this is not the mark of the beast? If not, then what the fuck is the mark of the beast, man? Cause all right, let's look at this. Let's go to Revelations, right? He just read it already, 13th chapter. I'm gonna go to 14, right? Now you got people talking about that's Christianity, right? If it was Christian, hold on, let's read it, man. Revelations 14:9. It says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, right? It says the same, verse 10, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone, which is those missiles, in the presence of the holy angels, in the presence of the Lamb, man. So how, if it's Christianity, that means we all condemned it. If it's John 3:16, I guess we're condemned already, right? Or if it's sleeping with white women, like some of you clowns say that, I guess we're already condemned. We're all condemned then, right? You guys are stupid as hell. How could it be anything else but this damn chip, man? The Lord said if you take the chip, you're going to be destroyed. Like I said, you're saying that it's Christianity or anything else. Well, then we all condemned. We all going to be destroyed then, stupid. Y'all don't never go to Revelations chapter 14, verse 9. Verse 9, man. And down on. All right, so I'm going to read more. I'm going to read the rest. All right, it says whoever takes that chip is going to be destroyed, man. 11, and the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever, and they have no rest, day nor night, who worship the beast in his image, whoso receiveth the mark of his name, man. 12, here's the patience of the saints, which is the Israelites. Here are they that keep the commandments of Yahweh and faith of Yahweh Shah, man. All right. So explain Revelations 14, man, to 9 and down on, man, because y'all just don't make sense. It's an embargo. It's Christianity. So we all have the mark of the beast. And it's just fucking stupid. But let's play.
And then that's where your cash is, all your information, and you just scan it. And we can already see the implementation of that. You see the mobile phones, you can now pay with that. And you see here Japan, now they're trying to make it so that you have to pay with your fingerprint. So it's all about the implementation, smaller, and then all of a sudden, cashless society. Well, that sounds crazy. I don't know what you're talking.
And you people are so retarded that you fall for it. That's why you go out and buy these new phones, man. They see how stupid you people are. You fall for it. All right. I got some more videos. So what this video was about. What they're introducing that mark of the beast, which is a chip, RFID chip in India, man. Just like in Australia. You act like they didn't just have last year, 2015. What was it? Paris. They had a fucking microchipping party out there. You tell me that's not the chip? You guys are stupid, man. So next video. All right, you got this Edomite. He even knows that the RFID chip is the mark of the beast, man. So what the fuck is wrong with you? You guys call yourself Israelites, but you don't understand that the RFID chip is the mark of the beast. I can understand, like some of you guys sold out. Like he doesn't push the RFID chip. He's a sellout. He don't call on the name. I'm saying. And that's purposely done. He is a video out there of him breaking down the name from I don't know what time period it was. I know it was an old video of him breaking down the name and everything. Now he's called on Most High God in Christ. And he's not teaching the mark of the beast. He says there ain't no such thing as an RFID chip. It's just fucking retarded, man. But that's false prophets for you.
Since he said that, the global elites have taken several enormous steps, and I hope I don't need to tell you that, by beginning with disabled people, when was the last time government ever said, oh, we have enough? These things are always stepping stones to something much bigger.
Of course.
So what have we seen in the last 2 weeks that should really have alarm bells going off everywhere, but because of our woefully dishonest and corrupt media, most people don't know anything about most of the things I'm about to tell you. It was announced about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. You might have heard about some promotion over in India, but maybe not remember what you heard, or maybe just heard it in passing. Turns out the global elites are proceeding forward with, and by global elites I'm referring to the banksters, the central bankers, some might say the Illuminati. You can call them anything you want to. I'm referring to the people that belong to those families, the 64 wealthiest people on the planet that own more than the rest of the whole planet put together. Those people. Call them whatever you want to. But they're moving forward with this plan for a cashless society. And you'd think they'd try it out in a small country, just for...
Come on, man. Like I say, this Edomite knows what the fuck time it is. And you niggas don't? Are you serious? That's crazy. If this is not the RFID, if the RFID chip is not the mark of the beast, well, why the fuck do they want everything to be cashless? It's just common sense, really. I mean, really, you gotta have the spirit on you. But this is an Edomite, man. He knows, man. That's crazy, man. But anyway.
Starters, right? Well, they didn't do that. They started with India, a country of 1.2 billion people, roughly 1/7 or 1/8 the entire planet's population. And of course, it wasn't reported over here, in America with our media. But for the last couple of years, this has been kind of something that's been underway, because these UN-installed biometric systems are all over the country, even in the most remote outpost villages. They've got these biometric systems that read different body parts, because there's not going to be a cash system anymore. Well, I guess they've known it was coming, but it hit them as a little bit of a surprise. I want to say this was like 2 weeks ago when the Prime Minister came out and said that they were banning the two most popular forms of cash, which in their case was the 500 and the 1,000 rupee notes. And what's crazy here is India's not alone. There's plenty of other locations. One that I find surprising is Israel is right on their heels. They can't wait to get this cashless system going. And so what do these two have in common? The chipping of disabled people and the cashless system. Well, there's a very direct link, and you're going to see it real quick. So, first of all, like I said, over 300 vote margin here. So this is obviously something that's got tremendous support. And all it's going to do is pave the way for every man, woman, and child on this planet to be required to be chipped. I've been following this issue. Today I'm going to sound like a conspiracy theorist. Woody, that's crazy. That's crazy talk. I'm only responsible for what I say, not what you understand. And sorry if that sounds snooty, but this is a subject that I've been following for about 5 years now. Both the technology as well as those behind the technology. And etch what I'm about to say into the back of your mind, etch in stone though, because sure as I'm sitting here, this is exactly how it's going to play out. The next step in this evolution of chipping people is going to be, there's going to be some type of a law passed where, and the social media companies have been pushing hard for this, and I'll see if I can't find an article that I did on this a while back. They're pushing very hard for government-issued ID cards to get on the internet. Specifically, well, to get on the internet, but they're pushing for it as some type of security measure. No. That's how it'll be sold, so that they can, prevent terrorists from congregating or, discussing things with one another online. That's how they're going to sell it. And no one's going to think anything of it, of needing an ID card or identification of some type to get onto the internet. Remember that. And from there, the rest is cake, getting the rest of the entire population chipped. Because what they're going to do is continue to deprive everybody of information. That's especially what our media is notorious for. Anybody that dares call out what's going on, they're going to be dealt with. Dissent will not be tolerated. They'll be re-educated or slandered and dragged through the mud. And the beauty of what they're going to do is they're going to set it up such that people are literally climbing over one another to get their mark of the beast, to get their chip. And the way they're going to do it is with those damn internet cards. Because
and also, that's how stupid you people are here in America, man. Not even knowing what the damn thing really is, because a lot of you don't believe in God anyway. But you like he said, he's right. You guys are going to be fighting over that damn shit, especially you fucking niggas, man. You gonna be fighting over that shit like Jordans, man. All right, like Black Friday or some shit. Especially when they cut your benefits off, and especially when they come with the famine, with the food, man. When they tell you can't eat unless you got this mark, man, or you can't go in this store, you can't go in this place unless you got the mark. That's what's coming. So, you know what? I'm gonna go to the next clip. I want to be all alone on this, man. All right. Tell me if this ain't the mark of the beast, then what is? It's my opinion.
They are some points that I would consider as being not the perfect implants. So the question would be, what would be the perfect implants? Is there something like a perfect implant? And for me, I can definitely say yes, there is. That's a small chip, basically. Usually what we do is we install it between the index finger and the thumb. Of course, this area here is really made for implants already. It's very soft skin and it's very easy to put it in. It's no problem. And also to put it out if you want. So now the big question, of course, is like everyone is, what can you do with an implant like this? So there are two areas information. One is identification. So wherever you have cards, for instance, and you need to identify yourself, you can probably do this with your hand, or you can store information on it, some certain information, like your business card or something. You know, hold your hand. That's to unlock your smartphone. You know, when you leave your house in the morning, you take your smartphone, you take your money, and you take your keys. These three things are essential in our lives, right? No one of us is leaving the house in the morning without these three things. And if we do, we usually have a big problem because we've forgotten something. We have to turn around and get back in, and we can only hope that someone is at home to open the door. I lost my door keys, I think, twice in the last 3 years. So this doesn't happen anymore. Of course, I replaced my keys now with my implants, right? Next thing we are looking into is replacing your wallet, so you don't need a wallet anymore. This is like the next generation of implants. These implants are unbreakable. Let's see here. You cannot really destroy them. There is no pain of getting them, and you don't feel anything. You cannot detect them at airport security. They're far too small. It's also not possible to be traced with an RFID implant. You know, it's not like a GPS tracker that we all wear with us anyway in our smartphones. There is no battery, so there is no need to change a battery or no need to recharge a battery. And that's a very important point. There is no need to manage your implant. It's not like your smartphone or your smartwatch.
You see this, man? We're in some bad times, man. You people don't understand. Let me read this. Amos chapter 5, verse 13. Therefore, the prudent shall keep silence in that time, for it is an evil time, man. Yeah, like I said, the famine of the word. You people you're gonna want answers, but you're not gonna get it in that day because you refuse to listen right now. I can't wait till them times come. You people weren't praying and watching and I was trying to understand what times you living in right now. You don't give a fuck. All right. So let's let one.
Power by having power, where is it? Blah blah blah. No, an implant should be something you have in your body and you forget about it. It's just there and it works when you need it. And if you don't need it, removal is quick and easy if you have to. I had mine once removed. It took like 20 seconds. And the conclusion, an implant like this has no disadvantages. You see, I have a little bit of material here with me, so
Come on, man. Seriously. Fucking seriously, man. Revelations 13 and 16. And he calls them all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, man. And if you take that chip, like it says in chapter 14, you're done. Next video, man.
Hey guys, so
This is God.
I will be making
This is guy using my RFID chip to unlock his car.
a
Watch
better
this.
video
If that's not the chip, what is, man?
I'm currently in finals week. But
I mean, if the
I
chip
started
is not the mark of the
discussion,
beast, what is?
About
Slap
R-Video
it.
cars.
It's not gonna be quick.
And
Come on,
so
close this out.
this is my car. And what I have an XEM feeder. I think that's what it's called. So the door's open. I locked the door. So the door is locked right now. All I have to do is present my tag. Car unlocks. So maybe you can see the reader right here. And it goes down to the dashboard. Behind the dashboard. So then, how do I turn on my car? So I'm in the process of replacing my switchboard because I've had this one for about a year now, and it's a little worn.
He just fucking opened it. He just unlocked the car door, man, with his chip. You telling me that's not the mark of the beast? You guys gotta be fucking kidding me. Anyway, this is why you can't see it, man. Any of y'all who said this, the RFID chip is not the mark of the beast, you're a fucking idiot. All right, this is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 9. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders. This is lying wonders right here, man. And the ones coming after Satan is you damn Edomites, man. You Edomites, man. Your spiritual father is Satan, man. Like, it's only a fucking devil would do some shit like this, man. Create some shit like this. And then you people, you falling for it. A lot of you gonna take the chip anyway, but oh well. Fuck y'all, man. You stupid. 10. And with all deceivableness and of unrighteousness, and them that perish, them that die, because because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. 11. For this cause Yahweh shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie. And this is the lie that you guys believe, man. This society and everything they push on you, you believe it's just true, and there's nothing wrong with it. But you about to find out, man. The Lord put a strong delusion on you, stupid ass clowns, man. All right. 12. That they all might be condemned, who believe not the truth, but have pleasure in unrighteousness. You're gonna find out very soon, man. Very soon. Let's see a little bit more of this before I close this out.
And I actually made some improvements to it. So I added this kind of a base to it, so it's a little more stable. But so this is pretty much what it's going to look like. So the first switch turns on my accessories. So that's my accessories. And this switch right here activates the ignition. And once that's ready, all I have to do is present my tag in here,
See,
and my car's on.
are you fuck? See this shit? That's not the mark of the beast?
Yeah, no.
The chip ain't the mark of the beast?
No key.
No key. I'm about to close this out, man. Last scripture, Ephesians chapter 5, verse 15. It says, see then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise. 16, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. Right, man. You gotta be wise in these days, man. The days we're in are evil, man. If you can't see that, I don't know what to tell you. You one of those people in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 that's blinded, man. Ain't nothing I can do for you. You're an idiot. All right. 17. Wherefore be ye not unwise, but understand what the will of the Lord is. Come on, man. So with that, I'm going to say all glory and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect out there, the brothers, the Akim and the sisters. It's part of the elect, and the children also. And with that, I would say Shalom, man.